Hey guys, what's up? It's Erin here from the Petite Planner, and today you are watching my December 2019 Plan With Me video. So this is my last month in my dreadful Nuna notebook. I am so excited to be switching, and I just wanted this month to be so colorful because I am such a huge holiday spirit person. I love Christmas, and one of my favorite things at Christmas time is driving around and looking at the lights on houses and even hanging up lights around my own house. So this month's theme was dedicated to lights, and I wanted it to be colorful, but I knew that my Tombos would bleed through. So my plan this month was to use Crayola Super Tips, as I've had better luck with them in the past when it came to bleed through. But as you'll see, my lovely Nuna still bled through this month. But I decided to go with a blue theme for this month. I've always loved blue Christmas lights. I could have went with red and green, and that was initially what I wanted to do, but I did decide to go with this blue theme. I wanted to keep it pretty simple this month, so I just did these blue dots. So I alternated 3 different colors along these strands of lights, and I just created little blue dots, and then I drew very simple little light shapes. So the top is just this little square, and the bottom piece is kind of like a teardrop shape, and I just kind of layered those over the blue dots along the lines. So in January, I will be starting a new journal, and I will have a 2020 bullet journal setup video coming very soon in my brand new B5 Archer and Olive. And honestly, I don't think I've ever been this excited to get out of a notebook. So I'm curious what notebook you're using for 2020. And if you haven't decided yet, I did upload a massive notebook review. I will leave a little card up in the corner that you can click to watch it if you haven't decided and you need some help. So for my calendar page, again, I kept it fairly simple. Last month, I went really kind of wild and it took me a long time. And this month, I just kind of wanted to go simple, but I wanted to have that very holiday colorful theme. And as you can see, my lights are already bleeding through to the back side. And just being completely transparent and honest here, right away, this really bummed me out. And it kind of just set this odd mood for me as I was setting up the rest of it because I was so excited. I love December. It is one of my very favorite months, and it just means so much to me, especially now and having a family. We try to make a lot happen in December. So seeing this was just kind of a bummer, but I'm gonna roll with it, and it's okay. And it turned out a lot better than what I initially expected. But like last month, and I'm gonna blame this on just being caught off guard, but I messed up yet again this month. So as you can see up in the upper right hand corner, the month starts on Sunday. I start all my calendars on Monday, but I thought that it started on I don't know what was going through my brain. I thought it started on Saturday. So I went through and did all of this only to find out as I was putting in the numbers that I had misnumbered my calendar. But don't fret. I have come up with a way to solve this issue and make it look almost like it was meant to be. And in other good news, we are about a month and a half away from our very big vacation, which starts on the 1st of January. And it's just wild to think that it's that close. I feel like we planned this out like 4 months in advance, and now suddenly we are a month and a half away. So I've been doing a lot of travel planning lately, and I just actually uploaded a travel planning spreads video. I will leave the card up at the top if you want to check it out. If you're going on a vacation, if you are like a wanderlust person and like to dream of faraway adventures, I highly encourage you to check it out. These are probably some of my favorite spreads in my Nuna to date, and I was really proud of them. So be sure to check out that video as well. So again, for this page, I am using the Crayola Super Tips for all of my colors. I just picked up the other day another pack of 50 while I was at Joann's. I had a 40% off coupon, so I got them for like $6, and they're actually for my kids, but I'm missing a couple colors out of my set. Oops. So I borrowed theirs for this. So on the right-hand side of my calendar, I had some space, and here lately, I've really been considering going back to a stats page, but I don't really want a full stats page, if that makes sense. So I just decided to create this little chart that I'm going to use as like a line graph, and it will be tracking my daily calorie intake, my sleep, and my mood. And I feel like all of those things are very important personally for me. I know that they aren't for everybody, but for me, they are the things that greatly affect my mood and my productivity. When I get more sleep, about 7 hours, I do best. And when I'm just eating the right amount of calories to fuel my body for what I do on a daily basis and make sure that I'm not going over, that definitely helps. And having the accountability on a little chart is definitely beneficial for me. And being able to see them all in one place is just one more added benefit. So on this page, I am creating my habit tracker, and I decided to go with these narrow rows for my habit tracker. So each one is 16 boxes wide. Remember, this is in the Nuna, so it has the 3mm spacing, which is very small, and it doesn't look like 16 boxes, but it is. So I have 16 on the top and 16 on the bottom, but they're only 31 days, so I blacked out the last box in each habit tracker. This month, I have moved to have 8 different habits, where last month I had shortened it down to 6. And I feel like I'm just always in this back and forth, which is okay because it's mine and it's meant to be flexible. But some months I feel like I need more, and other months I feel like I need less. Now that we're partway through November, I feel like the 6 I chose for November were not enough, or maybe not the right habits for me, and I'm not seeing as much benefit as I would have liked to. So for December, I really kind of thought out what was important to me in the end of the year and what I'm really focused on and what I want to be better at. So I made that into 8, which I think they've all been seen before. So I have workout, yoga, and then calories is for tracking calories in MyFitnessPal, no sweets, 8,000 plus steps, write at least 500 words, do Duolingo, and intimacy. And those are all things that I believe I've had before. This month I am tracking Duolingo, and I have not filled in one space yet, just being completely honest. But I'm still putting it in my December tracker because we are going to Mexico, and we are going to a place that is not an extremely touristy place, so it is going to be very cultural, and the people there will be speaking their native language, and I would like to be able to communicate the best that I can. So I'm kind of hoping that Duolingo will help me. It has so far. I've really enjoyed the app, so I'm putting it on my habit tracker again for December, and hopefully I will make it more of a priority. Also, for the month of December, I did model the printable that I create every month after my own here. It is slightly different, but I modeled a lot of it and just the general overall theme to my theme here. So if you enjoy this, but you like printables, definitely be sure to check out my December printable pack. It will be linked down in the description. And here soon, I'm not exactly sure when, I'm hoping by early December, I will have the 2020 printable kit available. So my next page is my goals page, and last month I made these little meters to kind of track my goals as I was progressing with them, and this month I decided to use boxes, so each box kind of represents however many of that goal that I'm doing. So I have 3 goals, which is usually what I choose in a month. It's not overwhelming to me, and it's enough that I can focus in, but I can focus in different areas. So the top one is something that I've struggled with for a long time, and it's binge eating. And it's not something I want to dig into really deep in this video. If you're curious about it, you are more than welcome to reach out to me on social media and ask me about it. But it's something that I'm working to get past, and I'm slowly making progress on. So this month, I've decided to go for the full 31 days to try to have absolutely no episodes during those 31 days. But if I do, I also know that I have space to just give myself some room and say it's okay. And then my other 2 goals are to do 7 YouTube videos and 7 blog posts, and those will kind of be spread out so that while we are on vacation, I will have some content to put out, and I don't feel like I am just leaving you guys hanging, because that is how I'll feel if I don't have anything ready. It's just my personality. So the final page in my December setup is my gratitude log, and as it's been now for months, I just leave this page completely blank, and then I usually just fill it in with little doodles and sayings, and so I try to leave a very large portion of the page open, but I really like this format and it gives me a lot of flexibility. So I hope you enjoyed my December setup video. If you did, please be sure to leave me a thumbs up. It helps tremendously. And if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.